How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Elvis Junction Reviews. Today we're looking at something kind of special today. We are looking at a Spring Mills Depot DODX transport car in the olive green scheme, number 40305. A good friend of mine let me borrow this. You will hear, you probably heard his voice in a few other videos that I've done. But yeah, he's letting me borrow this because he just got this and he's letting me review it. So let's not waste any time and let's go ahead and pull it out of its box here. Hope everybody's having a good day today. So we have a diagram. It's not a pop-up photo diagram, but it tells you where to put these parts for, like, if you were to put 20-foot containers on this flat car, like these strange pegs here. You can see left, right, all that kind of stuff. But anyway, Spring Mills Depot, they're not that big of a company, but this is like their breakout car. But anyway, let's lift this plastic off. These sold out very quickly from what I'm aware of, and they were just gone in an instant because everybody wanted a proper DODX flat car. And here it is. All right, so now that we have it out of the box, oh, and one more thing. These are those container pieces, that I mentioned just a little bit ago. So you can see them right in there. All right, so let's fold this back up. All right, and let's get into some, not really history, but more of some, what this car does. For those who don't know what DODX means, DOD means Department of Defense, the United States Department of Defense, more specifically. The Department of Defense is what keeps our nation safe, along with the military and our other government forces and agencies. Now, because the DOD has equipment, they need it to be shipped from base to base, and that's why we have these flat cars. These flat cars have triple axle bogies because of the extreme loads that these things carry. These flat cars can carry anything, just about anything the military or the Army needs, from Humvees to large trucks to M1 Abram tanks. These flat cars can get it done. And they can also carry containers of ammunition and other supplies as well. And you will see many of these in single unit trains, Army trains, military trains. They are quite the sight. If you do catch one, you will be more than if you upload it to YouTube, you will sure get a lot of views for it, especially if your quality is good. But anyway, so now we've got a little bit of facts about the flat car. Let's get into some details, starting with the A and the B end. This is probably going to be the shortest A, B end detail point out here section of any video because it's a flat car, doesn't have a lot of detail going on. But anyway, we have two little grab irons, one right here and one right here. They're both painted yellow. We have some, it's just legible to me through the screen here, but this is legible writing right here and right here. We have the coupler cut bar right here, and here's our, I believe this is a KD coupler, and you can see two little steps, one right here and one right here. It's behind the cut bar. And if we turn it and we look on the other side, it is the exact same thing. All right, so now let's get on to some side detail. Looking at the side detail, there's that yellow step that I didn't mention earlier. We have another little grab iron right here, some more legible writing just right there. And then here you go, it says DODX 40305. Here is our lovely bogie, triple axle bogie, and you will notice, just barely, you can see it, that the wheels are painted in this rust color, which is accurate of rail wheels. They do rust over time, especially these sides, because they don't see a lot of action. And the flanges and the actual wheel part that touch the rail, yes, those are always shiny and clean because they're always because of that rolling resistance. We have some more labels here, like pull here for the end jack here. So if this bogie or any axle needs to be replaced, you put your jacks right here and you lift the car right off the bogie. We have a few little stripes here, and there's some more. It's illegible to me, but I'm sure if you pause the video and look closely, it is legible to you. Oh, there we go, because it was blurred out. I still can't read it. Moving along here, we have some more details and more stats about the car. Like for this little arrow here, and then our capacity, as well as our load limit and our load weight. And this was built new in February of 1985, which is very interesting. It also just shows you how old these flat cars are. Moving along here, there's our brake handle right here. Let's focus back on the car here. There we go. There's the brakes right here, the brake handle. As you can see, it's more of a lever, not a wheel. That makes it a little easier, I suppose. We have some more details, and here's the air brake. I believe this is the this is the brake rod. So as you crank the rod down, it tightens the brakes. And it's pretty much the same on the other side, just that only difference being there is no brake lever. All right, so now let's get into some underside detail. Looking at the underside detail, you can see the coupler cut bar a little more better right over here. And you can see some more piping right here. And as we move the car along, we have our air tank reservoir right here, right there, and some more of the all the piping as well. And there is the chassis of the flat car, and you can see through the flat car, which is very interesting. And by the way, this car actually has a pretty good weight to it. And actually, let's zoom in right there if I can. You can see the orange oxide of the wheels right there. There you go. There's a better view of it. All right, so now let's look at the top detail. Looking at the top here, you can see all the little holes for those crates, or at least, sorry, for the container bits. So you take those little bits that I mentioned earlier, these little pieces right here, and you would stick them in those little holes right here and right here, as well as, so there's 6 on each side of the car widthwise. And basically, as we move it this way, you can see a bunch of different little numbers and letters right here that they are illegible, unfortunately. At least they are to my eye. But you can see where everything is, and it's very fascinating. And Spring Mills Depot, when they were making these, they put a lot of effort into their research when studying these cars. All right, so let's get into my final thoughts. All right, so in my opinion, this is a very good flat car, and especially as you can see, it looks great with these tanks on top. And these tanks are also a friend of mine, and she's letting me borrow these for the review as well. But as you can see, with the tanks, it looks really great. And if Spring Mills does make another run, I recommend you get some, because these are very valuable, because there's only so many been made. But anyway, if you enjoyed, please hit that like button. Also subscribe if you have not, and hit the notification bell to know when I upload. I upload on Wednesdays at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So tune in at that time to see what I have to review next. And I will thank you very much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.